Must have been an awful day for the people who lived here.
If nothing else, I hope it was a mercifully short one.
Into my pocket. That's curious.
What's cooking?
Favors the fearless. my time. Fleet of foot. Unleash me. Certainly.
A subtle approach. Be quick.
Now this is my happy place.
Thank goodness that's all dealt with. The odds are stacked high enough against us already. No need to turn on each other.
I do not, if you are known to my master. Step forward, only eight. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zast? You are no Zolkir. Tell me, why might one use balsam? Acceptable. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? Pathetic. Poor choice. You will be purged. to my... Oh, what think you? You tell me, if you could see anything in me, what would it be? Weak. Poor choice. You will be purged. Oh, what think you? You tell me, if you could see anything you seek to be welcome.
An impressive set of bones. Pity to see it abandoned.
My. I'd better be careful not to trigger that thing.
Be careful. There are traps about.
The book is locked tight. You try to examine the book. You feel the darkness rage.
Please don't open the creepy book.
We surely shouldn't leave such a threat out, where anyone could stumble across it.
Someone there?
Blade at the ready.
We're a long way from Waterdeep.
The pride of the gate.
How delicious. It's big, but still young. Heavens help the hunter if its mother caught them.
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time anew. Like a lost soul is... Somehow the second artifact hasn't had the effect of the first. It's somewhat relieved the discomfort, but I... The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle, the fire. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, I need to think. Thank you for the artifact.
Come on, gotta be something here.
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable. Dry stones line the wall, but the coin disappears into the well. After a moment...
Keep clear of the webs, and the spiders might not notice us.
Off we go, then.
Don't be shy.
Keep your distance, darling.
Battle favors the fearless.
Some rests better than none.
What a charmer.
Sharp as ever.
What now?
Where am I needed?
The air is ripe with magic.
What a day.
Well met.
Good thing for Will that Karlach called a truce. A tiefling that mighty would... Now, make space, and my might is well chosen.
Copper for your thoughts? Let's hope Damon is as good as he seems. Once my engine's handled, I can focus on more important matters. Tadpoles, cults, thrusty gives me energy, power. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Agonizing. Gods, what? You've never met anyone so desperate for a hug as this one right here. Pathetic, perhaps, but oh well. Can't have it all, can you?
What's on your mind?
Think of it as vampirism. You need blood to sustain yourself.
I need magic. It has become my sustenance. Without it, well, I hardly need to tell you.
Well met.
Seems like Will and Karlak will play nice from now on. Saves us having to pick sides.
Fine. What's on your mind?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company. Home. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible. Let's just say it's a very personal, very private acquaintance.
Hellfire. She's coming.
And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. And his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be...
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regard.
You told me!
How precious.
Clause G, section...
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. He's the blade of frontiers. Devil's plaything, just doesn't have the same ring. Speaking of...
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid.
Get you... But now, let's see how the frontiers...
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
God's damn, just look at me. I did what I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrite, not Zariel's victims.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I deserve that. Consider me properly shamed. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact, but I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, it was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you...
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but... Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful.
Let's keep to the shadows. The softest touch.
Oh, hells!
Watch your back.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Let's go.
Da, da, da. I've got it.
Time for a cull. Let's try this. Let's go. What fools these mortals be. Nemesis. fancy their chances.
Torment!
Rook to Queen 6.
Let's have some courage. Let's have a little fun. Delicious.
Time to strike.
Victory is assured. Don't get too close.
Torment!
Shall we dance? Outmaneuver them.
Time to strike.
The last board is set. Wonder how deep it goes. Patched up. Pushing on.
Off we go then.
Salutations.
Don't touch me.
What's the story? looking. What's that now?
Assume nothing.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap. Weapon blueprints. They call for Susa bark. There's only one place I'm finding a Susa tree. The Underdark. Let's crack it open.
Infernal metal! This can help damage patch up my engine. Oh, I could go for a good meal.
Eager for battle.
Smell that? Fresh forest air.
I smell only fear. The fear of cowards lying in wait for an ambush. I do not take days off. I'd even forego sleep if such a thing were feasible. The one advantage an elf holds over a Githyanki.
How fares the search?
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect that kind of heat.
That feels... good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less... changeable. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now, but I'm not giving up. Find me again in Baldur's Gate. If I'm worth my salt, I'll have figured something out by then. Take care, Karlach. And hopefully the next time I see you, I'll have something promising to report. Pocket any infernal...
Well, hello.
Who uses wooden tools?
I'm just sad. Damon's upgrade didn't cool me down, but I don't think I've ever felt more powerful. Do you want to? I'd like that. Now, let's find that infernal iron before I overheat.
Keep your distance, darling.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
I miss my forge.
I could use the target practice. This is ridiculous. Where did I put that old bucket? Shoes. Where are my boots? The goblins didn't kill me, too.
Rummage.
Don't say that.
I'm just sad and bored.
Again. Swing, parry.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower.
You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us before we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Gods, deliver me.
Copper for your thoughts? We were both part of Zariel's in the grand scheme of things. But she favored me like a... I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was... No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. I don't know. You think she'd have more important things?
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait. A thin shell requires little to crack it. I will apply more pressure should the situation demand. The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
And again. Swing and swing and...
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring.
Time for discretion. On the hunt. Don't look now. Tippy toes. Like a wraith. Let's go to pass.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
What can we rescue? Don't mind.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
A very penetrable pocket.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
A little chicanery. Delightful.
Someone's been rifling through the wrong pockets. You sense now would be you quickly clear things up. The thief's been picking pockets near here. This would be a good moment to explain yourself. There's a pickpocket operating nearby. You feel the arrow of suspicion pointing your way. You may have talked your way out of this one, but that...
We're cornered in this place. Even the bloody... Forever. This is no fortress and we're no warriors.
Lives are at... We could help each other.
Hey, you're back. Look to buy, sell, or what?
My partner, I mean. It's a fad. He sells the stuff, and I, don't sell the stuff. Right. So, look out! I'm watching you.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does.
Those dirt kissers would let us die for the sake of their bloody grove.
pleasure.
Look, don't take your eyes off my hands.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
The book is locked tight. You try to examine. You feel the darkness.
A cursed book. How obvious. Whoever...
The book's pull is irresistible. Glyphs shift gently before your eyes. Words slip into your mind, onto your lips, forming words you don't understand. And something is trying to... The symbols dart beneath your eyes, warping and twisting. Your head throbs, but you almost understand. The world around you is gone. You feel claws moving in the shadows. They pull at you, dragging you closer. The glyphs scream, branding your mind with strange runes. You see time rewritten, fate undone, your future thrumming with power. The book snaps closed. You've seen too much. What profane knowledge is now seared inside of you? seems willing to speak.
Indolence breeds madness.
Corpse seems...
One with the weave.
Corpse seems willing to speak.
Your desire.
Action, not reaction.
How delicious.
I'll tell the guards what's what.
Goblins ahead.
Well, look what the rat dragged in.
Can it? I know something Ragslin will want to hear.
Yeah? What's that?
I've been in some druid's grove. This one sprang me. Now move over so I can tell Ragslin myself.
Hold on. Where are the raiders?
Dead. Every last one.
Ragslin's drow friend won't be happy to hear that.
She'll be happy enough when I tell her where them looters is holding up. Let me through.
Hold on now. Is it true what Saz says? You helped her escape that grove? Behave yourself. Saz is vouching for you. You mess up, you and Saz will get it.
That's enough out of you. Come on. Gotta let the drow know where them looters is. We'll be heroes.
Stop fidgeting.
Don't blind him.
What? Who? If he ain't one of us, and if he's here, he's down in the pits.
Save the druid if you must. If we spill goblin blood on the way, all the better.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Next time!
Rip you for your giblets. Got thick giblets. One on!
He's moaning if it's true!
Touch me, and I'll bleed you out.
Careful, I bite.
Go on then.
Stop fidgeting.
Looking at a future true soul, you are. Boss Ragslin says I'm next in line.
And the Knoll gnawed her arm clean off. So much for the flaming fist, eh? You ain't here? We sacked Joaquin's Rest and left it to burn. Drow flinging magic, Knoll snapping off heads. Inn's nothing but a pile of ash by now. Glorious. Bunch of prisoners got towed to Moonrise. City snobs mostly. But the Flaming Fist? Pile of smoking corpses. You ain't know the broken road? Meh. I'll tell you real slow like, so you don't miss it. North.
Tribe? Tribe! Rogue! Tribe!
Hear my voice. Obey my command.
The voice is irresistible. You recognize the overwhelming authority that you've used on others, only infinitely stronger. Your vision clouds, leaving you in a dark, featureless shadowscape. Nothingness in every direction. Then there are 3 figures before you. An armored male elf exuding power and command. A handsome younger man with a quick, easy smile. And a pale young woman with even paler eyes.
These are my chosen. They speak for me. Aid their search for the weapon. And you will be worthy to stand beside them. In my presence.
The visions fade and the voice falters as a strange energy swells around you. The many-sided artifact. Somehow you understand it's repelling the presence.
My power grows. My forces.
The voice is quelled. The artifact's doing.
Whatever power the artifact possesses, it shows no sign of it now.
Sounds like they've captured themselves a bard.
Laugh if you dare, recoil if you must! A new age is dawning with goblins and trust! It looks right here! Mountains, great mortals, all hinders to quake! The true souls are coming, their loudness will quake! Here follow!
You look like you got something jingling in your pocket. Looking to spend it? Get moving.
Or be you beheaded? The human is wrecking. Goblin kind, come! Fill the front.
Sir, glad you found us all right. Odd rubbing elbows with gobs, isn't it? Still getting used to it.
Goblins and trust!
Dragons is fat and they fly fine. Grab a drink before you see the priestess, mucker. The branding stings something proper. Huh? Seen her carve more folk than she's cured. Still, she's a chosen. See for yourself. Head inside and... But it's massive.
Goblin kind will tease you and throat you and redden. His name is Draw Ragsland, his voice abs with fragulous crown and with scepter abraid. Draw Ragsland, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblin kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragsland, the true soul, had led you gallant.
Who's that? Friend of yours? You up to something?
Oh, certainly not. What are you doing? I'm busy here.
You lying.
To you? Never. Come. let's continue our ballad. Draw Ragslin, draw Ragslin. I am draw Ragslin. Tumptuous, draw Ragslin.
You broke him!
Wait, wait. Draw Ragslin, we pray, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage!
Now, look what you've done.
Come on!
Of course.
My name's Gribble, idiot!
Right, yes. More fool me.
But it's massive!
It's still just a babe. It don't feel right messing with it, is all.
Which way to the nearest light?
Well, now, you look like a toughen, but have you got smarts, skills, guts? This is chicken chasing. Only the greatest game since eggs sprouted legs, mate. You just gotta chase the chicken round the course and through the posts. But that ain't all. Gotta do it quick and alone. Any of your mates step in, you... Sound easy? It ain't. Better contenders than you have been breasted by the bird. Fun? Show a bit of... Besides... We got the...
This is gonna be my night.
Getting healthy now is going to be...
We should make haste. This place is making me...
Hurt me. Run. Where? Bite. Eat. Bite.
Here, follow! Come. Fill the front row, with the inn burnt to ash. So raise it, your goblets, and drink.
Who's...
What are you... To you. Come. Wait!
Come on, pig!
Now, look.
Come on!
Of course.
My name's Gribble, idiot!
Right, yes. More for me.
But it's massive!
Need all this grandeur.
I ain't paid to talk. Sparkly stuff for him. Thrust his arm with me bare hands. Weaker than pixies, humans.
Oh, you got him good.
And who are you? Another pest? Elves. Think you rule the world? Ah!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Well, not us. Things are changing. We got the Absolute on our side now. You better learn your place. Go on, or I'll wipe that nasty look right off your pretty face.
End him or leave him. But don't you dare grovel to this slug.
You want your teeth knocked in? You ain't got nothing on me. So kiss my foot. I'm sorry, true soul, sir. I didn't realize.
Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten. His lips smack together wetly and leave a trail of saliva on your foot.
There you go.
He kissed! Ben!
What was I saying? I just had to talk to him.
Russia!
I've got to take a
just
piss.
lick some toes!
Not everyone subscribes.
Just like old times.
What do you call a bad
Be careful. Hardly a challenge. Watch your back. Look at all these sleeping beauties, dead to the world.
Oh, heck. My head hurts bad. Oh, rip
Rip your tongue. Break.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
I hear. Do not dis.
The mark glows, but you feel nothing in response. Your illithid power is beyond reach until you rest.
Too much talking. More prey.
In my favor. Time to kill.
Knees high.
Humans ain't good for much, but they make
I'm fury. I am death.
Step to it. Torment.
Yes, here.
Bloody starving.
those ranks.
Time to strike. No time to waste. Heating up.
That wall's dangerously weak. I'm so tired. How do people do this all day? All right.
What's holding up the game? Up. No goes.
Bloody racket.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. It hardly has any effect. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. And the waste it might have been. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy, who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it, much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself, the Lady of Mysteries, the goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse, and later even my lover. Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a town. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in into the dark. You've seen this before. The book, the black tendrils of chaos weave that lash out and overtake you. The dread is as real as the first time. The oppression just as unbearable.
This time, I've been traveling with you despite the tadpole in your head. We are none of us monsters. We are merely hatcheries for monstrous things. And still it gets worse. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however, I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
You thrice-damned rotten bastard! You've been the greatest threat to our lives all this time!
I swear to you I wasn't. But I've no choice but to admit I am now. Perhaps it would be best if I leave. Put as much distance between us as I can before the orb erupts. Every waking moment. Every dreaming moment, too. But there was no way out. All of this. It must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
You'd even consider letting him stay. We must be rid of this menace.
Come on. We all have our secrets. And our risks. If Gale leaves, we might as well disband completely.
Once I'd step out of the protective aura of the artifact, it wouldn't be long before the Absolute overtakes me. I'd never let that happen, so I'd aim for a swift end. I would consume some midnight tears and venture as deep into the Underdark as I possibly could. Till they cloud my eyes forever. With a bit of luck, I'd manage to make it to a mind-flared colony so that when the orb erupts, one loud, last song of vengeance would reverberate through the dark. Wouldn't be a heroic end, but coarsely poetic enough in its justice. That is a great relief. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best. I stand at a precipice. But if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice.
My people pay him a visit in return.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Copper for your thoughts? Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would... I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? Oh, man. Lucky you. That's the dream. Maybe when this is all done, you can show me where you came from. My family home's long gone, but I'll show you my favorite chow hall in the city, if it's still standing.
How can I help? Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. If it takes the death of a god to stop you, I'd say your ambition has gotten somewhat out of hand. Not that I'm one to talk, of course. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mystra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun. I will await that. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worse comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Sir Gale's been walking around this whole time with some sort of magic bomb in his chest. I'm not normally one to begrudge someone their secrets, but that's something I should know. I know. I don't understand how exactly, but I felt it go to you. It's not the sort of thing I can just tell anyone. Let's see if we can build up some... I do. The best I can do is to stay close. Bide my time. I don't know what you mean. It's nothing, really. You're not going to let this go, are you? You might wish you had. I worship Shah, the Mistress of the Night. It is my holy mission to oppose Selûne, her teachings and her followers. It hurts. Now that you have the truth, please don't make a big fuss about it. Secrecy is everything for Shah's children. It is our code. I even keep secrets from myself. I'm not sorry I kept this from you, though perhaps that might change, if you can show an open mind. All right. I assume you've heard of her? Well, if that troubles you, perhaps you should fetch the bailiff to arrest me. Ah, but there's no bailiff here, is there? Just leagues of wilderness and the dangers lurking within. We're in this together, but I'll happily go it alone. My faith will keep me company. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I can feel her influence somehow. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her... It's less difficult than you might imagine when you can't remember life. Pain is sacred. It's difficult to say. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning... You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Selûnites tell. What? Besides my life's call? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? No. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory, if I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, Then that is not for you to know. Leave it at that. Fine. What's on your mind? I must admit... Besides, you saved my life aboard.
Well met. It's said that anyone who I feel the weight of... Not to mention... But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? I can't tell if you're being silly or serious. I suppose I'll grow used to the people will see a curiosity, but I will slay their monsters, keep them safe. And one day they will see the blade. A possibility, but I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to. There could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads. That has been its tragedy. I've saved so... Without the pact, I'm just a man. What good is my blade then when it's too dull to split monsters?
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. Your finger traces the arc of your lips. Wetness, sweat, blood, and saliva mixed into one viscous liquid.
Chukil gate vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust. A shadow swims across your vision, and a familiar voice tells you to be calm. You are loved. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon. Forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlakith.
Take it. One motion across the neck. Chuk. A splendid ruse. My anger is surpassed only by my respect. I will wait, but know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before. I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. Independent. Good. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you. But for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. Fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Feel better. I promise.
I had a dream. As we all did, I suspect. Someone came to me and promised to protect me, while claiming that the parasite could empower me. The parasite has taken root, it would seem. Every word, every promise, it is Geich deception. You're delusional. I'd sooner trust a night hag than a strange figure bearing dream gifts. Chook, you believe you can survive without me? As you say, do not keep me waiting.
I had a wild dream last night. This beautiful entity came to me, promised to protect me, told me the parasite in our heads could give us power. It was. And it seems so, not real, but not a dream either. Anyway, I told the entity to make tracks. I don't need anything else from this tadpole, thanks very much.
My apologies. Huh. Not quite myself just yet. I had the strangest dream last night. A visitor came to me. A vision of unparalleled beauty and power. She told me she was watching over me, protecting me, and that our tadpoles could prove beneficial if we embrace what powers they have to offer. An uncanny apparition. Not entirely sure what to make of it. Very curious. In all my readings on the effects of illithid parasites, another unique quality of our predicament, perhaps. Are you inclined to take these visitors at their word? If so, we have far more to learn about the powers at play here. Our ignorance as to the exact nature and intent of our saviors is hardly cause for celebration. I hope your confidence proves well-founded. God knows we could use...
I had a dream last night. A vivid one. And so did you. Someone came to me and promised to protect me while, tempting as these powers sound, we should recognize this dream for what it is. No good ever came from trusting honey-tongued strangers conjured up by illithid worms. I wouldn't advise it. Play with fire, and you get burnt.
Did you have any strange dreams of late? Vivid one. Don't play coy. It happened to you as well. Damn. I was hoping my imagination... This dream companion wanted me to use the tadpole. Use its power. Whoever it was claimed to be an ally, but... I don't know. It seems like we can't escape this mess. In the waking world or otherwise. All right. Some company wouldn't hurt on the... A long way to go still.
I applaud your taste.
Well, well, well.
What now?